I think I said that I was gonna add on a recording of Michael's Zweifel. I snuck a recorder into a meeting with him, and he was trying to explain why, even though the state required all recordings to be continuous from beginning to end with no breaks, with very limited reason for breaks, needless to say, it just proves that he was involved in the cover-up. And some people are saying that he's saying that because I was having an affair with his wife. I'm going to play as part of the thing there. You tell me, do you think it's because I was having an affair with his wife? I think it'd be pretty obvious, if he was doing it because of his wife, but I don't know. Y'all see what you think, and we'll see what happens. Yes, I am supposed to speak with Mr. Zweifel.
Yes, he's expecting you, so I'm going to come around and get you guys in here so we can get you in just for a private room so you guys have some quiet, okay?
Okay, thank you. Oh, this is going to be nice.
Come on in. This room gets really stuffy and hot, so I have a little fan going back there. Got it? We have meetings in here and all of us are like, oh, here we go now. Yeah, it does. I'm going to leave this door open just to kind of help, but oh, this one's privacy. Wherever you're comfortable, he'll be right in for you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I just thought they'd have this place air conditioned. Huh?
He's just wrapping up a phone call. My coworker said so as soon as he's done, he'll be in. Thank you.
I don't have to go to work.
Better give Flair a ride home. She said she's going to work today, but no rush. They still have an old square TV even. Not a lot of budget increases there.
Yeah, it'd be a nice home. Nice and roomy.
Usually gotta go through the pictures off the beginning here.
Huh?
It's kind of like partitioned, like a big circle.
Yeah.
It's probably moved just like this one on the other side. Big table. I'm driving me nuts if they're all uneven though.
Well, I'm glad this ain't gonna go on much longer.
Hello. How are you?
All right.
Good.
Yes, I just had
So
a.
you're Robert Bodell, right?
Yes.
I think we've met. I'm Mike Zweifel. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
And you?
I'm Eric Haddock. I'm just here giving them a ride.
Eric?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Eric.
Nice to meet you.
So, what brings you in today? And I guess what can I do for you?
I just had a couple of questions and stuff here.
Okay. You want to show me something?
That's a recording.
Oh, okay. Can you turn it up?
Source tried to get the audio recordings of my arrest. He had tried to get.
And who's this a recording of?
This is just some questions.
When Mike Mason, an investigative reporter from Alaska News Source, tried to get the audio recordings of my arrest, he had no problems getting them from the Alaska State Troopers. But he tried to get them from the Public Defender's office. They did not want to talk to him until he got the Attorney General's office involved. My first public defender was fired the day after I supplied his office with my complaint to the Alaska Bar about his refusal to get the unedited files of my arrest. He immediately released a couple hundred pages of withheld documents and the edited audio files of my arrest. I have a recording of my second public defender in her office stating that she refused to get the unedited audio files of my arrest to defend me with. I was refused another public defender. I was never given a charging document resulting in my inability to get another lawyer even though I had 3 people on the internet who were willing to cover all my legal fees. Do you think there is anything out of the ordinary here, or is this standard operating procedures during prosecutions?
Okay, so your question to me is regarding your defense attorney's actions? Is that what I'm understanding?
Well, it's that I was never given a recording. I was only giving edited recordings.
Okay.
The public...
From your public defender?
From anybody.
Okay.
I came here. Your office refused them. They said they had been released. Mike Mason...
This is while your case was open, correct?
I don't know anything.
Okay.
My lawyer wouldn't talk to me.
Sure.
In fact, when I confronted her about why I was not given the audio files, she says, because your previous attorney had given them to you. But he had also given me a bunch of documents, which she gave to me.
Okay.
But that doesn't explain why she refused to give me the audio files.
Your defense attorney?
Right.
Okay.
I was never issued a charging document. I had several people on the internet who were willing to pay all my legal fees.
Okay.
But they needed a charging document.
So the court should have given you a charging document at your arraignment. Okay. Okay, and then Wildwood should supply that with you. But regardless, so
I was never able to defend myself.
okay.
I have the recording of my lawyer saying that she's not going to get the files and that she's only going to defend me with the files that they have. Audio recording.
Okay.
I think you've seen them on the website.
I don't go to it, but sure.
Well, you've got the links for it. You can see them. The only reason that they dropped the case is because I was not going to participate in the hearing without the original recordings. And when you came to arrest me, I was going to make you kill me, as opposed to being beaten to death in prison.
Sure.
So, is this what you're willing to go to get a conviction?
So that case has been dropped against you. So I guess
The only reason was because you were going to have to kill me.
No, that's not the reason it was dropped.
It's because it was never a case to begin with.
Okay. Well, that's debatable.
Okay. But is this the normal process?
So the normal process for us is when we arrest somebody, our charging documents are delivered to the court and the district attorney, and they're provided to you by the court and or the district attorney and or your public defender or defense counsel. We release only evidence, be it audio, photos, whatever, to the district attorney. That's our only release mechanism, is to the district attorney. It's the district attorney's responsibility then to release those to the defense counsel, whether it's a public defender or a hired defense lawyer. And then I have no control over either a public defender and or defense counsel, what they give you.
Okay, now the state statutes require that all recordings and videos have to be in unedited condition. And if at any time those files are edited and introduced into a court case, is that not a crime?
I don't know if it's a crime, but it certainly does not. You have to have, you're entitled to, your defense attorney is entitled to all the evidence in its original version.
I'm entitled to a fair trial.
Correct.
And any attempt to deny me of that would be a crime. Is that correct?
Not necessarily it would, I don't know if it's I can't answer you whether it's in statute that, I'm sure buried somewhere you have your due process, but it's nothing, those aren't the types of, I guess we don't do, those are all handled within the court system. I guess that's the best way to put that.
So,
because we don't deal with every violation of the law. I mean, there's some violations of the
well,
law that are.
the fact that I was going to go and be beaten to death in a cage by rapists and murderers because I wasn't getting a fair trial, is there anything legal about that?
That would all be handled through the court system. The court system handles that type of an issue.
And wouldn't that be something worth investigating?
And that's where I get at. There's hundreds of state statutes out there. Not all of them are we responsible to investigate.
So when you, during the course of an investigation, if you run across another crime, do you investigate that?
Yes.
Such as you stop to investigate a car, you saw that I wasn't doing anything, so they decided to try to make a case on the bottle, which is the same thing. So now during the course of this whole shenanigan, there is evidence of evidence tampering.
I have not seen any evidence tampering.
Well, I have the audio files. Now, either I edited them, I'm making false statements, or the public defender's office edited them to try to get me to plead guilty, or the prosecutor's office edited them to get me to plead guilty by denying me a chance to defend myself. Now we know through Mike Mason that the public defender's office did have the original.
Okay.
Because he got them from them.
Okay.
Okay. So at some point, either the prosecutor's office, the public defender's office, or I edited those files.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to press charges against whoever edited those files.
Okay, so you'll have to provide me the edited files, because I only have our originals. I don't have any other version of any other files.
Would you like the files, or would you like a link to the files on the website?
I would actually prefer the files themselves.
Okay.
Copy, whether you burn it onto a CD or you put it on a USB.
I can email them to you.
Okay, you can email them to me.
Okay.
I would rather get the files myself. Those files that you claim are edited.
Mm-hmm. It's no doubt about it. There are 3 separate files.
Mm-hmm.
The first part is missing, is where Glenn didn't turn on his camera, but he admits that I told him his name and he called me a liar without checking my information.
And you're talking about...
This is in the files that were given to me.
Trooper Glenn?
Right.
Okay.
All right. Then it goes on. It goes after he talks to him on the phone, determines that I was not driving. He then goes on and he picks a fact that I had a bottle. It was in my pocket and around like this because I didn't want to hide anything. It was sticking out of my, a third of it was sticking out of my pocket.
Sure.
The car door was wide open, because until this happened, I used to trust cops. And after he talked to him, determined there was nothing going on, then he still tried to, well, you heard the original. I haven't, but I was there. Then you heard him continue to try to get me to go after me with the bottle. You heard me tell him I was done answering questions. You heard him go in and continue to try to get me to answer questions and get me excited. When I stood up and faced him and said no, you heard him tase and mace me. Then the recording goes on. The next edit in there was Glenn and the other officer discussing that I should be going to the hospital. But I didn't go to the hospital. As a result of that, I was taken to the hospital twice for seizures. And while I was in there, the first morning I was in there when I was supposed to go to court, they tried to make me talk to them. And I told the guard that I was beaten because I exercised my right to remain silent. And that's on the recording at the jail. And the guard said, well, just for that, you can stay here for another day. That's on the recording at the jail. I want to press charges for being held in there without charges. That's kidnapping. I want to press charges.
I don't think that applies because...
I don't care. I was being withheld in there for an additional day for observing my right to remain silent.
There's no crime there.
I don't care.
Okay.
If you don't want to press charges, I don't expect you to. I know you're not going to.
Yeah.
Your job here is to protect yourselves. I'm just making a statement.
Sure.